Hey folks! Today we're going to be talking about makeup products that are on the chopping block. Things that I am decluttering, things that I am most likely either passing on to friends or actually tossing if they are far past their expiration date. We're decluttering some makeup today. I made myself a vodka tonic. This is Friday night as I'm recording this. Uploads were weird this week, I know. But work was weird this week too. I have a pile of things behind me. You might recognize some of the things already. Let's just jump into things that I know I'm getting rid of. I will say that as far as lipsticks go, I pared down my lipsticks so much last year and I haven't really bought any recently. So I'm not actually getting rid of any sort of lipsticks, but lip glosses, definitely. So let's actually just start with those. I've actually just got several ColourPop products in this. Several ColourPop products I am getting rid of. First of which being both of the remaining glossy, or the So Glossy, so is that what these were called? So juicy. I'm like, what were they fucking called? These lip glosses in the tubes. I liked these. I really did. I liked these lip glosses. I thought that they were pretty good value. I liked the squeezy tube aspect. I'm very much into that. But this one you can see, it's actually cloudy now. It's kind of gross. This one is also kind of gross. These expired and these have definitely turned. They do not smell good like they used to. Oh yeah, they smell like the bad mints after they've been like sitting in your car. Like it smells like if you left like Altoids or like wintergreen mints in your glove box for like 2-3 years and you forgot they were there and then you open it up. This is what the glove box smells like. It's not very good. So these I am throwing away because I've used up a lot of it. I have used it, but it's not sanitary. It's not good. It's gross. And then the two remaining Super Shock shadows that I have from ColourPop, these have dried out. This is the shade Porter, which I don't know which set it came from. It might have come from like ooh, yeah, that is dry. Oh, there's like some pigment picking up, but oh, that is not good. This came from one of, I think, Kathleen Lights' early collections with ColourPop. I don't remember when this came out, but I've had this for a long time. And it's time to stop. It's time to get rid of it. And then the other one that I have is So Quiche, which I bought after that, but I've still had it for a really long time. That is like the least satisfying, like, oh yeah, that's the least satisfying semi-cream. Yeah, that is what is left of So Quiche. It's bad. That is dry. That is dry. Something about the Super Shock shadows, when you first get them, they're so satisfying and so easy to work with, but they dry out so fast. I feel like a formula like that was never really bound to be super stable for a really long time. So over the years, I have just decluttered all of my Super Shock shadows. Like I don't use them fast enough and they dry out and they get really gross. So getting rid of those. I have the remaining Stila, it's the eye glitter thing, the Stila shimmery glossy lid thing. This one is Kitten, but it has some pigment to it left. It's just sparkly, but this is still pretty dry and very crumbly on my lids. I used it the other day and I was like, oh, this is not fun. Like it still deposits glitter, but it's really uncomfortable at this point, and I don't want to make my eyes crusty, and this is not fun to wear. So I'm getting rid of it. It was one of the tiny ones, so I don't feel as bad getting rid of it. But again, all of these, like the Super Shock shadows, have dried up in some capacity so much to the point where they're just like not comfy to wear on the eyes. So getting rid of this. This guy. This, I've used up quite a bit of it. I will say I'm pretty proud of how much I have left because there's not that much left. It is the Anastasia Cream Contour. It's technically the stick foundation, but this is in the shade Fawn. It's the contour shade. It's just a taupe contour. It does work, like it's the right color for me, but I just do not use cream products enough to where it's worth it for me to keep this in my collection, because at this point it's just gathering dust and it's just getting older and older as I let it sit there, because I'm not going to use this. I just use powder for my contour. I'm never going to use this enough for it to be worth it for me to keep this. So I'm also going to be decluttering this. So also Anastasia is on my shit list forever. So, you know, these two, this one I've been holding off on for a really long time because it was like the last good Kat Von D product I bought before Kat Von D showed her metaphorical ass on the internet. This was the last thing I bought from KVD pre shit hitting the fan, so to speak. And I've kept it for a really long time, even though I don't use it for nostalgia purposes, I feel like, because of that, because of when I got it and because of how much I liked it at the time. I just don't reach for it very often anymore. Like, I really don't. I have other pastels that I like. The Creepy Cute palette from Shroud Cosmetics I have, and I really enjoy that. And I just don't reach for this that much anymore. And the tones in here are not ones that I tend to gravitate towards anymore either. Gloom is not my kind of green personal choice. Clementine is fun. Dope is kind of fun. I don't reach for these enough to where it makes sense for me to keep this still because I'm trying to make some space on my shelf because it's getting very crowded, if you haven't noticed. I am going to be getting an actual shelf for my manga that I'll be putting downstairs eventually because at the trajectory I'm going, I will need an entire shelf for it. So I might as well just get it now. But Pastel Goth, Kat Von D, I am going to declutter this because it's just, again, collecting dust. After the last 2 years of not using a lot of makeup out in public, I just need to pare this shit down. I do. I just need to pare it down. I'm not going to use it. It's just sitting there. This one, I don't know if I technically decluttered it in my last declutter or if I was thinking I was going to like take these pans out. This is a mess. This is the Smoke Sessions palette from Melt, and I've talked my many issues with this palette. I'm just gonna throw this away because at this point it's just a pain in my ass, and it's been at least 3 or 4 years at this point. And with how unstable the formula was when I first bought it, I do not want to use this now. I'm keeping the 420 palette because I haven't gotten enough use out of it, and I actually can work with the formula. It's a little bit harder to blend, but I can work with it, and I like the color story of that one. This is not worth it to me in the slightest. I fucking hate this palette. And the colors were so pretty and I was so mad about it. But I have other colors in other palettes that are so much easier to blend that fill that void for me. That's the thing. I've gotten so many palettes in the last few years that are better than that have those colors in it that make it worth it for me to actually use it. This is not worth it for me to fuck around with it and then make a huge mess. Next, the one ColourPop palette I have, you would be surprised to know that this is the only ColourPop palette that I have. I do not own any other ColourPop palettes. This is the Yes Please palette that came out. I don't even want to know what year this came out because it's been at least 6 or 7. 6. It's so gross. Whenever I talk about palettes being white and how much I hate white packaging, this is what I'm talking about. Because if you can kind of see this, let me see if I can turn down the, like, look at that. That's disgusting. It's so gross. So I'm getting rid of this because it's so old and it's so used up, and the colors are actually pretty dry now. Like, they kind of work, but they're not they're not nearly as special as they were when I first bought this. Obviously, it's been like half a decade at least. So this one I will be sending to the big makeup counter in the sky. You've lived a long life, and I liked you when I first bought you, and I used the shit out of you. I just don't anymore. And I just have other colors that do this, that I don't use this enough. And like, it's just not fun to use because it is so gross and because it's so impossible to get clean. And it doesn't have a mirror. It's small petty things, I know, but I just know I'm not going to use this. Okay. This one, I feel like, again, I held off on because I spent a lot of money on it and I hate it. I really do. I have used it a decent amount. I need to figure out who to give this to because I don't want to toss it. I do not want to get rid of it without finding a good home for it because I've used it plenty of times, but it's not so overused to the point where it's kind of gross. It's just not practical for me. I don't remember the last time I reached for this. That's the thing. I do not remember using this in the last year. And my philosophy, at least recently, has been if I haven't touched this in over a year that I can remember, I need to declutter it. I'm not going to. If I haven't in over 365 days, I'm not going to. So I'm going to find a new home for this. Yeah, maybe I'll send this to one of my friends. Also, I got another palette recently that's easier to blend that has a similar color story. I'll just show it to you. I got the Arkana palette from Shroud sent to me. And, oh, yeah, oh, wow. Yeah, okay. This fills the void of this. Like, it fills that void completely. And there's shimmers in here. So I feel like there's a stronger variety of color in here too. Like the colors have a bit more saturation and they're a bit richer in tone. These ones are a bit more just desaturated, and the blues in here are not that pretty, to be honest. So I like this better. So this has filled that void. So I can get rid of this. I can find a new home for you that will appreciate you more than I do. I promise. This is one of the ColourPop Super Shock Cheeks. I think this is Lunch Money, but the label has come off. It's a highlighter. I am not going to use this. I don't remember the last time I used it. It's like, it still has a decent amount of pigment, but it's just not, I do not use formulas like this anymore, really. I will use it on the eyes. If the formula cannot dry out and can last a long time, I will use it on the eyes, but I just do not gravitate towards this kind of formula on my face. I just like powder highlights. This one, it's not as easy to use, it's quite old, and it doesn't show up nearly as well as I would want it to, because it is more of a subtle highlight, so I have to use more product to get it to show up, which makes it a little bit like cakier on the skin because it is like a putty type texture, and I just know I'm not going to use this. Flexitarian I am keeping because I like that one a lot and it's got some sparkle to it. This is just too subtle. I like my bright highlight, okay? I like my shiny highlight. If I'm gonna wear a highlight, I want people to see it, okay? Oh, speaking of highlights, this is one that I wrestled with for a while, but it, like the Lunch Money, it's a texture that I'm just not fucking vibing with anymore. It is the Fenty How Many Carats cream thing. It's fun to play with. I will say it's really kind of like fun to touch and like just, it's like stress goo. It's like a stress highlight that you can just squish. If this palette, that's kind of satisfying. Anyway, now I'm just in ASMR land. I'm not gonna use this. The color, I guess, it looks like wet on the skin, kind of. You can't really see that. Let me turn this down again. Yeah, you can kind of see it, but again, it's not something that I'm going to use. Oh, and that like has just blended away. The thing is with this one is that it looks really pretty when you first put it on, but it fades so much faster than traditional highlight formulas that it's not worth it for me to keep. It doesn't really smell like anything, thankfully. And I think it's mostly silicone. I don't know if there's any water in it, so I don't think it's gone like bad, but this is from when I still worked at Lush. I am almost positive, which was 5 years ago, right? I think so. Oh. Forgot to turn up my light. I'm getting rid of Illuminoso from Milani because it is, while it's pretty, I have other peachy corally shades that I prefer using to this. And I also am not viscerally annoyed by the packaging because besides it being like bulky and dumb and stupid and ugly, it's also loud. Like nothing in here, like it just shakes around. Like it's just, I know it's a pet peeve. It's a dumb, petty thing, but my blushes should not make this much noise. I kind of want to smash it. Wait. Part of me wants to save these two products and smash them on camera. And like ooh, wait, I'm saving these just to do like satisfying destroying makeup. Okay, we're saving these just for that, okay? Maybe the smoke sessions. Let's save that too, okay? We're gonna save that too. Am I gonna make satisfying destroying makeup ASMR? I don't fucking know. My channel is chaos lately, but I hope you enjoy. I'm looking at my ABH palettes and I'm like, do I actually want to get rid of any of these? Riviera I got as a gift and I need to use it more. So I think I might take this one out and just use it more because it's just been sitting, but I don't like not using gifts. Norvina, this might be the closest one I am to decluttering. I'm gonna bring it up to the forefront of me using makeup, and if over the next couple of months I do not reach for this much, I will get rid of it. It's on the chopping block because I know I'm not using these much. Subculture I am keeping, Modern Renaissance I am keeping forever. Like, those two are not leaving my collection regardless. Modern Renaissance has a special place in my heart because it was like one of the first gifts that Josh ever bought me when we started dating, so like, I'm not getting rid of it. So I guess I really only had that other Anastasia product because I've used up all the brow stuff that I have. And then one last one. This one I think also might be on the chopping block because I I still enjoy this palette. This is the Flower Bomb palette from Midas. This was my first palette I ever got from Midas. So it does have a very kind of special place in my heart for that reason, but it is also the largest palette that I have from Midas, and it's quite big for me. I still enjoy using it, and the colors are fun in here, but I do not reach for this very much at all. I don't remember the last time I did. So I will put this on the kind of in the dugout, so to speak, colors and palettes to use over the next couple of months, because I like it, but it's so large, and sometimes I get decision fatigue by looking at it. I don't know what to do, and I end up just doing like the same thing. So there's definitely colors in here that are like, have way more of a dent than other ones. I'm gonna put this in the dugout along with these two palettes. These are gonna sit on rotation, and I will see how much I use them in the next few months. And if I don't, and I deem them not something that I want to keep in my collection, I will declutter them in a couple of months. I think that was a good little haul. I didn't want to go too hard in getting rid of things, because I know that a lot of the reason why I haven't used stuff in the last couple of years has been because of the pandemic, and like I haven't been wearing makeup out really, like at all. Like I could probably count the number of times I have gone out and worn makeup for people to look at and for people to see on my face on two hands in the last year. Realistically, I do not remember enough times where I was wearing makeup out of my house. At least anything beyond just eye makeup and brow stuff, because I was wearing a mask everywhere. So I do realize that my kind of barometer of like, if I haven't used it in the last year, then I'm getting rid of it. It's not necessarily the most universal barometer because of what has happened over the last couple of years, but I still need to make some space for, other things in my house, and just like some space in general and get rid of old stuff, because I have a lot of old things. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below if you have tried any of these products and what your thoughts are, and if you would be interested in me making a video doing satisfying makeup destroying, because that now has piqued my brain, and I'm like, where could I do this? Would I do it in the garage? Where would I do it where it wouldn't make a huge mess? Because it would make an entire mess. I could do it on the kitchen table. I would just need a towel to put down that I don't mind ruining. Anyway, for today's song of the day, let's see. What could today's song of the day be? I actually stumbled upon this song the other day. It's called After Dark by Mr. Kitty, and it came out a couple of years ago at least. There's some people that have made edits of it to movie clips, which is kind of cool, and that's kind of how I found it. I found a couple of fan edits with film footage behind the song, and I thought it was really cool. It was very nostalgic. It was very 80s, 90s new wave, dark new wave. It was cool. I like it. But yeah, After Dark by Mr. Kitty is your song of the day. If you would like to follow me on any of my other social media, check me out on Instagram and Twitter. They are both also Abers07. And then my Twitch is Abers without the 07. So you can follow me there if you like watching people play The Sims and putting on their makeup. That's what I do usually. If you would like to watch more of me, please subscribe and then give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. Thank you for being patient with me this week. My work schedule has been totally out of whack. I was out of the office for a couple of days, working out of the office, and it was just a lot going on, and my sleep schedule was totally fucked. So thank you for bearing with me. I hope you're having a good weekend. It is Saturday as you are seeing this, not Friday. We got a Saturday upload, woo! And actually, specifically later, if you want to follow me on Twitch, I will be streaming tonight on Twitch. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing, but it will be The Sims. So links to all of that will be in the description down below. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Stay hydrated, stay rested, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye!